Hello internet friends, tonight we are going to review the music from Dawn of Anarchy, and yeah, this is the first time I'm going to review music from the Maldives, the islands in South Asia. I've seen some pictures and looks like a very beautiful place that I would like to visit. The Maldives, South Asia. Looks like a beautiful beach paradise, like pretty sunny and stuff. But we got a metal band from there. Even if it looks like a paradise, we're going to have some metal. I think it is. We got a little bit of a brief description. Dawn of Anarchy, a melodic death metal band from the Maldives. They just released a new single, and they are pretty happy for getting their music review, and I'm pretty excited for this review. So Dawn of Anarchy, I had to translate the name because the name I think is in Greek, so makes everything more mysterious. I did some Google translation with the text, and I think the name of the song is Hands of God. So yeah, and we got a little bit of a description here. Arc 1, the coronation of blasphemy, and the name of the song, I think it's Hand of God. If the translation it's okay, marks the beginning of a new era for Dawn of Anarchy, a declaration of power, a rise to dominion. And subscribe and follow the conquest. Pretty interesting description here. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one. So without much further ado, I'm gonna grab my trusty headphones and let's give it a listen. that was pretty energetic. And wow, sounds really great. I did really love the energy. The tracks feel dense, powerful, in your face, and that's pretty awesome. I have a couple of little recommendations for this one, but they are so little and nitpicky that don't take them too seriously. But yeah, let's go with that, and later we talk about what I love. So let's get that all out of the way. I do really like the panning of the guitars, but there is a part when there is some riff with a higher notes, lower notes on the left to the right. I feel like the hard panning, I think on monitor sounds right, but on headphones it's like really hard pan. So be careful with that. It's like sometimes I felt like my left ear was on or the right. You know, it's like when you're doing hard pannings, don't do it 100%. Do it like 70-30, 60-40, something like that. So with headphones it's more comfortable to listen. There is another part on the solo that was really nice, but when you get to the lower strings, you know, the lower notes, it can get a little bit lost on the mix, and I would like to listen what's happening better in case I want to grab my guitar and try to do it by ear. It's like I didn't understand too well the scale, what's happening there. On the higher note, it's awesome, sounds great, but it's like trying to have more presence. And the higher note sounds great, but I would like the solo to be more present. It's like the brutal guitars of that wall of sound is like absorbing a little bit of that solo, but that's it. The rest of the track is pretty nice. I did really like the vocals are brutal, that harmony. I don't know if it's two vocalists, one doing the heights, one doing the lows, or is in the studio made that way, but sounds awesome. The drums are really powerful, precise, and I do really like that. They have the punch. Bass awesome. The guitars create this wall of sounds that sounds amazing, sounds great, and it's really impactful and goes well together. But yeah, those details, be careful with the hard panning, especially for headphone users. Maybe not everybody, doesn't apply to everybody. The solo, I would like to have it more present, but the rest of the track is pretty awesome, pretty enjoyable, and has that brutal energy that absorbs you and puts you in. It's like it's taking you to that world, you know, and I do really like that. So yeah, Dawn of Anarchy, it's really, I got the translation right. Thank you, Google's Translate, with the hands of God thing. I think the Greek is pretty nice, but for marketing, make it more mysterious. But for marketing purposes, yeah, I will search Dawn of Anarchy. But if I only remember the name of the song, it's going to be really difficult to find. So it's like some kind of SEO tip there. I think it's Greek name, make it more mysterious, but more difficult to find, you know, for the rest of the world, the rest of the people who has the normal Latin alphabet, I think. But yeah, that's it. I did really like Dawn of Anarchy. Pretty brutal energy, pretty awesome. It's like a truck coming at your face. It's like really really powerful breakdowns. I do really like that. Really like the energy of the track. The energy sounds solid, so that's pretty important. So yeah, my only tips are going to be that thing with the panning, be careful with that, and the presence of the solo that I would like to have it more present probably is the headphones. I need to check it out on monitors, but that's the only thing. The rest of the track, I did really like it. Like I mentioned, the energy is the most important thing, and I feel it's brutal and in your face kind of metal. So I did really like that. So yeah, Dawn of Anarchy, which is the best with this project. I was reading here that this is Arc 1. So let's see what we have in an Arc 2 or Arc 3 of this concept. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. So yeah, thank you for sending me this. I did really enjoy this one, had a great time listening to it. It was pretty brutal. So yeah, hope to see you in another one. Bye.